Welcome back to XPGIN, humanity's official Imperial news source. My name's Captain Shaq. Tonight's top stories. War with the Crusaders has been declared. On January 21st, 2447, not long after the invasion of the Swarm had ended, the Crusaders have declared war on the galaxy. The Imperial fleet has been battered and is barely holding together. Estimates by Imperial commanders rate the fleet's strength at somewhere less than 50% of what it was before the invasion of the Swarm. And even at full strength, most experts are unsure how successful a full-scale engagement with the Crusaders would be. Keep in mind, they outnumber the Empire 2-1, and that doesn't begin to take into account the staggering level of technology the Crusaders wield. In the past, we've seen Crusader dreadnoughts take out waves of enemy ships without so much as a single scratch from return fire. Energy weapons would lash out, arcing through a line of spacecraft, destroying them, and then waves of Crusader drones would mop up the survivors. The Empire isn't waiting for an invitation. Ship construction has become the Emperor's #1 goal. Luckily, the docks have already been ordered into overtime production with the invasion of the Swarm. A massive list of new combat-capable ships have already started coming off the line. These brave crews are ready to defend the Empire. Congratulations to the following captains of the Venator battleship fleet. Captain Josh of the Nemesis, Captain Blast of the Devastator, Captain Eric Danson of the Sigma II, Captain Michael Hayes of the Shadow of Midnight, and Captain Athos of the Pride of the Empire. Captain James Vallis of the Nemesis II, Captain Marcus Oberon of the Stalwart, and Commander Venom of the Wolf's Fang. Commander Venom is famous for his time as commanding a frontline space station in the early days of the Swarm. Congratulations to the new captains of these ISDs, or Imperial Star Destroyers. Captain B. Slayer of the Hammer of Worlds, Captain Xavier the Defiant, Captain Badger of the Dauntless, Captain Patrick Murphy of the Reliant, Captain Azrath of the Helium, Captain Harold Irons of the Armstrong, and Commodore Hyperion of the Fire of Dawn. Captain Holm of the Phalanx should be launching later this week. A handful of volunteer patrol corvettes have joined the fleet as well. These ships were patrolling for pirate activity in their local star systems, but have decided to defend the Empire and have joined the Imperial First Fleet. Captain Avisum of the Sparrow, Captain Iridian Zen of the Eagle Eye, Captain Kane of Station TK-421. In other news, the Empire has begun retrofitting the fleet's fighter wings. After careful examination of the Crusader combat footage, it's been found that a major source of damage from the Crusaders is from fighter-class vessels. All squadrons are being outfitted with a TIE Phantom as they come off the assembly lines. The Empire's most advanced fighter interceptor. Victory-class warships are also being retrofitted with hangar bays while having their torpedoes removed, as it's highly unlikely they would ever reach the Crusader ships before being intercepted. This wraps up tonight's netcast. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Captain Shaq with XPGIN. Join the Empire today for tomorrow. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Shaq here. Welcome back to the Grand Stellaris campaign. Oh, the galaxy is going to hell in a handbasket, and we're along for the ride. All right, we finished off the Swarm invasion. We actually won that, and so many of you wrote me off on that one. And in the last episode, which was kind of the rebuilding episode, we didn't even make it halfway through before the Crusaders declared war on the galaxy. They're basically at war with, if I just click them here, I believe they're basically at war with everybody. Now, they declared war on the Feral Uruxo conflict, and that brought the whole galaxy into the fight because the Federation is so large. We have so many people on our side. So we've got we'll start from the top. The Polarity has joined, the Confederacy has joined, the Collective, which is up here in the north, have joined up. It's basically everyone. Of course, the Empire has joined, the Union has joined. The Union? I thought the Union was wiped out. Apparently not. Of course, the Gisconian, if we're in a fight, the Gisconians are not letting us fight alone, so they've joined us. The royal family's got our back. The Zimmerpuk League has always been part of the Gisconian group, so they're joining the fight, and then the Wasari. So, yeah, this fight, everybody's against them. Does it matter? Not really. The only group that has any hope, any chance of slowing them down, I'm not even sure if we're winning is the proper term. Slowing them down would be us. Now, I've given this a lot of thought over the last, 4 days since the last episode? I try to do 2 of these a week. Our chance of victory is really slim. If we go into a direct engagement with our current fleet, we will lose. Hands down, we will lose. Not only do they have greater technology than us, but they have numbers. They outnumber us 2-1. It's real bad right now. I just want you guys to be aware of how bad this is. If they make it all the way to New Terra, if they make it all the way to our capital, to the Crusader system, I'm gonna call the campaign there, right? If they push us so far back, or if I feel like there is no chance of recovery. Now, right now I feel like there's a chance, and here's the plan. Here's what I'm thinking. A direct engagement, even if we max out our fleet power, and we double our amount, so let's say we have maybe 400k fleet power, I still feel like a direct engagement, even if we won it, the casualties would be so high and it would take us so long to rebuild that fleet, I'm not sure we would win a war, still, even at that point. So, my plan is to build, direct conflict with them in that way isn't gonna work. We need to make the idea of fighting the Empire so just bitter that they will not go to war with us. We need to end this war quickly. The way we're gonna do it is we have, I think, one advantage. Now, I don't know if we have sensor data on their planets. Let's look. What's the closest world that they've got? Okay, they've got a world at Sidor. I believe, and maybe the fact that we've got sensor data on this world, there's the world. They own a small planet. Let's see. 2.6 to 5.25 is their normal defensive army. 2.6 to 5.2. What about our troops? I think we have an advantage here. Genetically modified ground troops. Now I want to know about my actual forces. So let's go to any planet where I can train them and I can look at their stats. Our army's on the ground. Genetically engineered predator soldiers. These are predators that can cloak, that are just badass. We brought them into the Empire. These are genetically engineered super versions of them. Even compared to like a normal human, our genetically engineered Imperial soldiers, these guys are amazing. 13 to 27. So it's a very Halo-esque storyline here, I think, where in space, we're getting our asses kicked, just like the UNC, right? The UNSC. But on the ground, we could kick the crap out of them with our genetic super soldiers. So what I'm thinking is, all right, you want to go to war with us? As long as we can get ground troops on these planets, we can cause so much devastation and destruction that they will have to surrender. The trick is getting those transport to those planets. In a direct engagement, I don't think we can win, so we're going to be building raiding parties. Small forces that can jump across the line, deal damage to their resources, deal damage to their production facilities if possible, and then hopefully get out. But if not, if they're lost, it won't be such a loss that it'll be the end of the campaign for us. I'm thinking fighter squadrons with hyperdrives. That's what I'm thinking. Then backed up by ground invasion forces of genetic soldiers. They get on the ground, they hold as long as they can, as many as we can get on the planet's surface. You know what happens when you conquer a planet. You get a huge, bonus toward victory, and we can fight the war that way, at least until our technology rivals them, our allies have a chance to do something. It's something. It's the only way I can see us trying to win. So what we're gonna do, first thing we're doing, I wanna check the planets real quick and see if we've gotten the upgrades that we need to do. We are going to make fighting a war with the Empire such a unpopular thing to do. Let's upgrade our power plants. Good. Aswamade Prime is slowly getting upgraded and getting as much power as we can out of it. Our new Binoc allies have joined us. I don't know why you guys hate us so much. Wow, there's all kinds of reasons why they hate us so much. I feel like we should put maybe a couple happiness structures down. What do you got here? Physics lab? Power plants? What's like the worst thing you've got we can get rid of? I'm not getting rid of any power plants. We could do without. How much food do you have coming in? Oh, just enough to keep you fed. Okay, well, we won't mess with that. We will go ahead. We're gonna demolish the structure. And we're gonna build, what is this? Plus 5% to happiness versus the monument, which is plus 10. So we're gonna get you guys a monument to how awesome you are. We're gonna build one of those. We're also gonna get rid of, deactivate, actually just demolish this. We're also gonna give you, I would love to see this, by the way. These little guys at a combat arena. The virtual combat arena. I just hooked up my HTC Vive again, and I was playing for the first time. Super hot. kind of attached to this. It's just, oh my god, that game is so good. I don't understand, like, in VR it was good, but in normal, like, on your screen it's fine, but in VR it's amazing. It's so good. I wanted to play it because I played Fallout 4, and this is totally off topic, VR while I was at E3, and I was so impressed by that and how they're doing VATS that I just had to play more VR, and Super Hot is so amazing. I can't wait to play Fallout 4 in VR. That game may be meh normally, but in VR it's gonna be good. Anywho, we've got an active building, so what do we have? Yeah, but there's nobody there to work it. We have to wait till the population grows. There's nothing we can do about that. And the population is growing. We're about to pick up another power plant, so hopefully we'll get one more person there. A lot of power coming off of Naboo. That's good. That's real good. So, I've got a list of ships next to me. I went through the entire Patreon ship list and figured out what we need to be building to get the rest of the Patreons into the campaign, especially in this time of crisis. We've got a lot of ships to build. Hilariously, I haven't been building broadsides because I thought I had done them all. We have 14 captains waiting to take command of broadside ships, so that's going to be a thing. But first thing we're going to be doing, we are going to build a stupid amount of fighters and bombers because we're getting into the fight. So what's the best fighter that we've got? Let's go to the ship designer new class, because it looks like TIE Interceptor's the last one we actually designed, and we need ship designer. Oops, new design. This is going to be one of our hit and runs. We need our fighter, our selection, the TIE Hunter. Is that the best ship we've got? Yes, it is, up until the next research is done, because we're researching into the next one. Autocomplete, what do you got? Yes, you're gonna stick with warp drives. We're also gonna pick up the best weapons we've got. TIE Hunter weapons. You do a damage of 2 to 2. See, it's the ability to dodge on these that interests me. The evasion of 90% is what I find interesting. That's not a lot of damage, though. I may have to mix bombers into the squadron to take out their resources. So, TIE Hunter. You guys probably saw in the intro, I have retrofitted the victory classes, which we've got to build a bunch of victory classes. 2 per. That gives us a damage of what? 1.9 per second. Yeah, it's not amazing. Like, what does the bomber get? What's our best bomber equipped right now? We got the patrol craft, which does a damage of 5.8, which isn't too bad. But its cost is relatively high. I mean, what is the TIE Hunter? Where the hell did you go, TIE Hunter? You're not down with the rest of the fighter squadrons. Now I've got to like scroll through this whole list and find it. TIE Hunter, there it is. How much do you cost? 86. 90% invasion versus Slave 1, right? The fire spray. That's going to be doing 80% invasion at 5.82, twice the damage. Wow, really? You lose 10%. I might just build a bunch of these. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's not crazy expensive. Maybe mix them together. TIE Interceptors are cheap. There is a case to be made for building a bunch of Interceptors as well because of how cheap they are. What about just normal TIE Fighters? I wonder how much those are. Like, how stupidly large of a TIE Fighter fleet can I make? I have to remember, we're worried about speed at which we can build these. Let's see, new design. Fighter design. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go to straight up TIE Fighter. Let's give you this drive. Let's give you, I can give you TIE Hunter weapons. Okay, let's try that. 43. It'll only cost 43 to make a TIE Fighter, meaning we'll be able to build them. I believe build time is actually based on cost. Because really what we're interested in is the evasion and how many of them there are. The damage, if there's enough of them, should be enough to take out structures pretty quickly. And to keep their fleets distracted. I want their fleets chasing these TIE Fighters all over the place. These massive waves. This is very Empire strategy here. Massive waves of fighters that they'll be chasing around and having to deal with. Now what I wanted to see was build times. 10, TIE Bomber class is 15, yeah, see, Save 1 is 25. We'll be able to build these a lot faster. Shit. All right, let's do our first wing. This is gonna be like Skull Squadron Mark II, and it's gonna be a TIE Fighter group. And we'll mix in like 3 patrol craft in there as well. So that's it. Atlantis Prime is going to be building that. Let's pick up... this is going to be our 2nd squadron. This is going to be our TIE Hunters. And I mean, we need lots of them. And when the first one comes off the platform, we're going to have to actually make it the rally point so they actually build and go there. So let's go ahead and let these build. Let's unpause. Naboo, you're going to be building some larger vessels? Or are you? I feel like we need to get these wings up and operational, and there need to be so many of them. Let's go TIE Hunters with these as well. I mean, that's 77. What's the maintenance cost? 0.34 versus a TIE Fighter, which is 0.17. Oh, yeah, go back. TIE Fighters. How many can we queue? 26? That's not enough. That's only 2 squadrons worth. Let's go, like... We're going ham here. Look at the money go down, but how many we can build? 64? Let's do an even 70 TIE Fighters. And the idea is that they're going to be distracting the Crusader fleets while we're just causing rampant damage everywhere. All right, so you're building. I really didn't go big enough. If we're gonna go, we need to go big. We're gonna have... I want a mix of just normal TIE Fighters in with this group. So let's do TIE Fighters. It's the maintenance cost. I want them really low. I don't want them burning up too much of our power. 23? That's still not big enough. All right, good. We're up to 33. That should be good for now. Let's go ahead and build those out. We need the first one to finish. You are already building patrol craft, but I want you to join up with... I'd like to know where you're going, actually. So, New Terra. Where are they heading? You're not heading to the first fleet, are you? Shit, you are heading to the first fleet. We don't want these guys joining up to the first fleet, because they'll be slowing the first fleet down. At least that's what you guys have told me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you, come on back. You're the new rally point to get back here. And I believe Emperor's Landing should have already had a fighter come out. Not yet. You will in just a second, though. Let's get everybody one wave out. There you go. You are going to be a rally point. I want you to stay put here. Now, as I understand rally points, I set this fleet of our first TIE Hunter, the 6th fleet is what it's being called right now, to rally. So any ship that's built near here will go straight to this, and any ship built near this one, like the closest rally point, is where they go. So they'll always go to the one that's like sitting on top. 9th fleet, we're gonna rename all these guys as soon as they become an actual fleet. You, stay put here, become a rally point. Naboo. Now Naboo, where are you? Let me zoom in on you. You should already have a fighter done, right? No, you didn't. You were one of the last ones that let's go ahead and get a wave done for Naboo. There you go. Oh, our first TIE Interceptor. Welcome to the fight. Go ahead and sit over Naboo, our power-generating planet, while you rally. Oh, we're getting ready for this. We also got to build our super soldiers. We have to get the training facilities online. Wasn't there a planet where I put down a training facility already? I think there was like a barracks or something that we had built that gives them extra experience. We'll have to look into that. All right, so Turagram, what are you building right now? You're not building anything. You're building structures. Okay, no, you're fine. All right, let's make sure it's working. You should have... We'll watch it on this one. So, you can hear the TIE Fighters scream. Watch these guys build. You should go up 1. There you are. 2 fighters. Whoa, not good. What do we got? We got hostile fleets somewhere. Oh, that's right! I had ordered the fleet to come in here and cause a little trouble. Shit. I regret this decision immediately because I've changed my strategy. I don't want their attention yet. We're not ready for it. Report back to Kashik immediately. Damn it, you won't. All right, kill the spaceport, and then you're running, because we probably have an enemy fleet approaching us. Damn, we don't want their attention yet.
Initiating beg for mercy.
Come on, boys. Now, I have gone in, and I haven't upgraded the fleet yet, but I have redesigned all the ships to have nothing but our fighters on board. I got rid of the bombers because the enemy is focusing so heavily on, come on, take out this Crusader space station. So heavily on fighters themselves, I want to be able to counter that, so that's a thing. All right, New Terra. New Terra, you're going to be focusing on building our larger vessels. So anything bigger than a fighter. First thing we're going to pick up is more our Quentin's class, because I think it's the anti-fighter capability that we're going to need. We need those brawlers, so let's go ahead and order up a few of those. I've read your guys' comments about, hey, those smaller ships will die almost immediately. This is true, but we can't have just large ships. We don't want them, focused on sucking up all of the damage. What is this? Another one of our patrol corvettes that I haven't named. All right. Come on, I want you out of here as soon as this battle is over. Battle is over. Good. Now, return back to Kashik. You won. Now run. What is this? Third Fleet. Who are you? Oh, you're carriers. Oh, you're reinforcements. All right, return to Kashik. We'll have you join up with the fleet as soon as it gets back. That's what I was worried about. Enemy fleet has warped into the sector. A 200K fleet. Oh, shit. We see we can't fight that. Look at the waves. Look at the lines of them. Tell me you're running. Tell me you're not in combat and you're running.
Beg for mercy.
How long? Moving to the Kashik system, forming back up. They're on their way over here. Will they chase? No, they're charging. They're getting out. Good. Get out of there. Get out of there. Jump. If they engage you, you're screwed. Because it'll, for some reason, restart their... Gah! More fleets have just arrived. Look, look. One day, jumping. How far did you get? Oh, you got all the way. Now, they could engage us here. You need to be on this station. If we're going to fight them close. Damn it. All right, 12th battle group, get your asses over here. Join up. Everybody here needs to be part of the same group if we're going to have any chance. I don't know who you guys are, but you need to get here as well. Oh, you're some of the leftovers from the before times. So the Giscanians actually have a fleet. A 12K fleet. I so wish I could be like, hey, any chance you could run your asses over here? Who's currently leading the Empire? Or the Alliance? It looks like the Collective are, and I will be president in 2458. 8 years. If we had the resources, I would say build up the Alliance, the Federation, so. All right, you're gonna see me pausing this a lot, because if we're gonna have any chance, it's gonna have to be heavily macroed. The Recon Battle Group, I need you here. I basically need everybody here. Second Fleet Patrol Craft. Where are you at? In Kashik. All right. You know what? You're gonna join up with the main fleet too. I don't care if you're slow. We're in defensive mode right now. What do we got? A battleship somewhere. Where the hell are you? Oh, because you joined us. Get to Kashik. All combat capable vessels are to report to Kashik immediately. I have a feeling they're gonna come for us. Now the nice thing about Kashik is we've got these fortresses set up to knock out their shields, 25% at each one of these, and in the middle, we've got, I believe, yes, a subspace snare. This will slow them down and make it so they can't run. So, they'll have lower, okay, you're already moving. We're gonna unpause it. I'm gonna mucho regret this. If they wipe out the fleet, we are so done. Why can't I upgrade the fleet? Do we have sensor data on that system that we were just in? No, we don't. There's nothing in range that would scan it. Damn. I wonder if I could sneak a science ship in there. If they're chasing us, I would love to pick up some of their technology. Traces of components of mass drivers. Spaceport, mass driver. It's all mass drivers. Is that what they're using? I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit. I don't think they're using mass drivers at all. God, grief. Oh, there's some other things that I wanted to check before we unpause this. So, what about, so the Nurians, I can't integrate you yet. I can't really do anything with you yet. What about the other empire that's back here? I can integrate you guys. Look at that. How much is it going to cost us? 400 at the 675 that we've got. But we're losing 3 to frontier outposts right now. I'm going to do it. I want this extra territory. I want the full resources of this empire coming in. Where are these frontier outposts? They've got to be... Yeah, here it is. If I get rid of this, it shouldn't affect anything because we've got planets everywhere. All right, frontier outpost, get out of here. You're eating up too many resources for us. There should be 2 more frontier outposts. I can hunt them down later. Yeah, I want to focus on the war, so good. We're going to expand the empire even more. We're going to grab up this territory. Hopefully we can keep the Crusaders from expanding as well. Let's go ahead and let things just build up. So all combat-capable vessels are en route, correct? No, not all of them, actually. We've still got some off wherever down here that we're building ships. All of our TIE fighters. All right, you guys are good where you are. I'm actually going to name you to make this a little bit easier on myself. So let's go ahead and name these squadrons so we know what squadrons we're keeping. So those corvettes, yeah, they do need to be moving on. That's fine. Oh, shit, you're going to be auto-building, aren't you? You know what? No, head out. We're going to need you. I'm so worried that because they've seen that fleet, they're going to see us as the main threat and they're going to come after us. Let's look at the 6th Fleet. TIE fighters, good. You are going to be the renamed, rebuilt Skull Squadron. Let's go ahead and name the fleet. Skull Squadron. What are we going to name the 9th Fleet? The next squadron, you can see those little tiny dots, those TIE fighters, and there's going to be so many of them. Sword Squadron. And let's call you Knight Squadron. Since we've got the Crusader system, we might as well continue with this like medieval knightly name. So Skull, Sword, and Knight Squadron. The 8th Fleet is on the move. We're gonna actually put them in the main fleet once they arrive. So we've got to keep an eye on New Terra as it's building ships because they're gonna want to auto run over to like Emperor's Landing and join up with them. We don't want that. We want those ships to be a part of Kashik. So, have you managed to get within the defense of the station? All ships move out here. Join up once you get close enough. I'm so glad we've got Howler. He's the only reason this fleet is so strong. Who is this? It's one of our carriers we haven't named yet. I didn't notice him in the list. Another victory class has arrived. Good, we're starting to flesh out the fleet. As we build up more resources, we're so gonna have to micro this. We can use some of our power to buy up some more minerals, and then we can buy up a few more of the larger vessels.
Under attack.
Pause.
Under attack.
We're under combat. What do we got? Station under attack. A 252k fleet has invaded Imperial space to the north. Some of our transport fleets are really in the wrong place. Why don't you head down south? Let's get you guys out of the area. And one of our construction ships, there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, they're just going to wreck this, and we cannot fight a 252k fleet. Look at how many fighters they have. Every one of their ships must have, I mean, they're almost all the same. Fighter capability, there's so many of them. Can I see the health of an individual fighter? No. I can see what damage these ships can do, though. Fleet power of 2,483 per ship. They've got hull points of 7,000 out of 3,000 because of all the ridiculous bonuses they get. Oh, look at those the modifiers that they have. Tracking jump drive range. 50% to jump drive range. That's so BS. All those modifiers that they get, that is such total and absolute BS. And the way, it's just nuts. I'm not exactly sure how to deal with that. Oh, they're invading our space. They're taking out the jump drives from our allies. All right, I'm gonna have to change the plan. I may have to move all of our fighters into this territory and just hold out, because when they hit us, and they're gonna hit us. If I don't know what would happen if we took out one of their fleets. It wouldn't really matter, would it? How are our squadrons doing?
Construction complete.
Let's see you invade this planet. The Ollie Nollics are giving you nothing, and they will take from you everything. If you're wondering who they are, they are... Oh, no, these are the mushroom people. The mushroom people will fight, and they will win. They actually have a lot of ground troops. Like, look at that. And we're building Gene Warriors right now. Shit, Gene Warriors take too long to build. What about robotic armies? Time to build is 75. Oh, shit. Well, even if they get just one of them online, we'll be looking pretty good. And I don't see any invasion transports. So, wait, there are 2 worlds in this sector. We can start because they know what's coming. They might as well get ready, lock it down. All right, build the better ones. Build these ones. The Hathcom. Apparently they're slightly better in combat than the humans are, so we're gonna build you guys. Even if we can get 3 or 4 of them on there, it'll totally be worth it. We did use up some of our resources that we were gonna build ships though for doing that. Skull Squadron, how you doing? You've got a nice group of fighters already. Excellent, let's beef you up a little bit more. 3 squadrons. We just need to be able to take out Space Station and then drop ground troops on a planet. We might be able to distract them. Let's check this out real quick. They are blockading one of our worlds that's given them negative 7.5. Oh, shit. All right. You guys still need to get beefed up more, though. You need more worlds, or more fighters in your squadrons. So let's go ham. Spaceport. If it's only a handful of fleets, maybe they brought those couple fleets that they had, those 70,000s together. That would make sense. That puts them about 400K, which is around what I had estimated in the last episode. So we'll have to see. 37. Sword Squadron. Oh, Atlantis Prime. I haven't built any more ships on here yet. Well, let's do it. Let's get you up there. You're only good if you have the numbers. This works. If it even works as a distraction, if we can just move them through, we'll be looking pretty good. What is this ship at Emperor's Landing? Is that an Oh, it's one of our Arquintans classes. Chilling here. You need to get over to Kashik. That's where the main rally point is. Get over with the main fleet. How are we doing on research? The one nice thing is, the longer we distract them also, the more technology that we'll get. We're about to pick up a resource that'll give us a better physics output. Our leaders are about to live 50% longer. You know, our advantage, or at least our benefits will keep going up. So there's, I could just give just gone, you know, technology so they could start building proper ships. If they would only just build proper ships. The biggest fleet that you've got is a 12K and a 6K. That's your ally. It's not even a real fleet. That's not good enough. I'm wondering, for you guys who played the most recent version, how is the balance for some of these in-game events? Like, the Crusaders seem a bit much if the universe, like all of the other sides, all of the other factions who I've been competing with are just completely outclassed. Is that not necessarily the same thing? Because none of them, like, the Jescada were almost the size of the Empire for a good portion of the game. They never had a fleet the size of us. I never found them to be a real threat. You know what I mean? All right, let's see the production. Skull Squadron, you're probably gonna be the first group I send in. We're gonna wait till this wave of ships is done building and then we're gonna send them in. Kashik, I wanna order up some more ships for you, and I've got, oh man, do I have so many ships that we need to build for you. I mean, part of me wants to combine all of these fighters and the main fleet into one big group and go punch them in the face and just see if having that many small ships gives us some type of advantage. Because they're wasting their high damage, slow fire rate rounds on tiny ships that can be easily replaced. If it'll give a chance for the Star Destroyers to actually put the fire down, put the hurt down, and take their larger ships out. And with the switch over, let me check this real quick. The switch over to, they didn't switch over. Crap. Oh, I've got to go through these again and make sure that we've got the Phantoms all installed. For some reason, I must have loaded up the wrong save. I didn't load the after advanced save. So, all right, let's overwrite the design. We're going to have to go back through these. I'm going to edit this, but I'm going to make sure we have interceptors on all of the fleet because crap, we do not. Yeah, we don't. See? Phantoms. All right, so I've gone in. They all now have proper interceptors. They're doing the upgrade right now as we speak. And we got to get more anti-fighter capability. We need to be able to just dismiss that huge amount of damage that they get. Now, there's a few things that I could build that I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know what the best thing to build is. Could we go cheap and mini? Because then we could pick up something like the Vigil Escort. If we open up the ship designer, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So the Galactic Carrier, the Galactic Imperial Carrier, we get point defense and 4 squadrons. But it's relatively expensive, 2,000. We're talking, you know, as much as, I would say, a little bit less than a Conqueror class, right? But that is a lot of anti-fighter support. The carrier, the Imperial Carrier, 2 fighters. I mean, is there any extra things that we can do? No, not really. I mean, additional hangar bay, I guess. You could do that. You could also do another additional hangar bay. Wow, actually, that's pretty crazy. So then you get 6 squadrons and 2 point. That's pure point defense. I have to say that's the way to go. The Shat Carrier may be coming back. We're gonna do this. This is our chance to, and how much is it? Oh, we can't even auto-complete that. It's almost 2,000 though, but that's a lot of point defense. All right, we're gonna try that. I'm curious what you guys think. That may be the stupidest decision I've ever made. We're gonna give it a go. There we go. The fleet has been upgraded, so we do have the anti-fighter support. Not as much as you would think. But actually, one of the better point defense ships that I've got, all-arounders, would have to be the Venators, because I have on board a Venator. Can I bring you up particularly? I just grab one of our Venators, like Commander Marcus. Here we go. You actually get 2 point defense weapons, and there should be a hangar bay. Yeah, and multiple hangar bays on board. So 2 point defense and 2 hangars. You also get a Tachyon Lance for long-range, high-damage impact. These things are actually pretty great. They're just a little expensive. But they seem to have the survivability as well, because in all of the fights that we've had, they have managed to make it out. We've also got the old Dreadnought, so we'll see if it makes a difference or not. We'll see. Let's get you guys in orbit. I want to make sure I have as much power as I've got coming in as possible. All right, how we doing? Squadrons are ready. 56, 72. Sword squadrons could use a few more upgrades. I don't feel like you have enough fighters on board. Let's go ahead and you're set and good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you to, this will be the rally point, and then we'll move out from here. So Sword Squadron, you're building up. Knight Squadron. So Skull and Knight are moving out. Yeah, I forgot how strong their space stations are. I mean, they might be able to take out a space station with nothing but fighters, but I don't know. Where's Sword at? Skull, right there. Sword's right there.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh! What did they just jump on top of? One of our ISDs made the jump all the way there. Shit, I forgot they can jump so far. We're gonna lose this ISD. Damn it. I thought he'd have to make a couple of jumps. Don't, just run. No chance of retreat, is there? 21 days? Run away! At least fly away from them. Don't engage. 15 days. Here comes their fighters. Oh, we're gonna see how much damage these guys can take. Starting to take some light fire. 8 days, 7 days, 6 days, 5 days. Starting to take hull damage. They're actually taking a surprising amount of damage. I'm just clicking away like a madman. I clicked it. He retreated. I don't know where he retreated to, though. What are you? Just a reinforcement group, I would assume? They haven't been able to take these planets. They keep falling back because they keep finding enemy targets in their territory. Okay. Well, this ISD is ready to go. Where's the rest of the fleet? We need... Sword is on their way. Knight's moving up. We need that ISD to return wherever the hell it may be.
Engaged.
We've finished our research into our new resource, dark matter. Fantastic. What else can we pick up? Quantum destabilizers, improved assisted research. or minus to building costs. None of these are all that interesting. Give me, what kind of damage are we looking at? Not enough to make this worth it. Let's pick up AI-controlled colonization just so we'll get the next resources quickly. We are under attack by... Knight Squadron has just like run smack dab into an enemy fleet and happen to be sitting here. We're gonna have to retreat them as soon as possible. They're not gonna be able to win this. Let's see how fast they die. There are 67 of them right now. 65, 64, 63.
Hostile fleet engaged.
62, 61, 60. We just don't have the numbers. 37, 38, 32. Oh, those ties are dying so quickly. And that squadron is gonna be retreated. Oh, we didn't lose all of them. Damn, I didn't expect them to be here. They're jumping too quickly.
Ships upgraded.
What have you engaged? Oh, you're actually engaging it. Fantastic. You're not gonna be able to take that on your own. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. They caught your reinforcements as you were en route. They managed to kill that entire fleet just about. I think our best bet for landing ground troops is going to be at Cater. Spaceport, give me one more heavy interdictor. Our research is finished. Oh, we got the Psy Warriors, nice. Sadly, our plan to use them didn't work out because they're bringing in huge numbers of ground troops. So, let's pick up 25% more food, but this will take forever to research. 100 months. Resettlement costs. We haven't been doing any resettling, so let's just pick up the frontier hospitals. It'll only take 20 months to research. See what the next tech is. We need technology that will increase our fleet's capabilities. Knight Squadron, where are you at?
Initiating SIG for mercy.
All these are ground troops? Let's group you guys up into one big group.
Initiating
A
SIG
huge
for
fleet we're
mercy.
building up. Doesn't seem that big when you look at the damn Crusaders, though. What do we got out of you? Construction ship, unnecessary. Peace? Peace offer. Have made peace with the group that they went to war with. We're at peace again? Really? Oh. They must have gotten what they wanted out of it. It was probably just a little bit of territory. And they've even evacuated our planet and given it back to us. All right, well, we are building up the largest fleet we can muster, and we're gonna give them one big fight. Spaceport. We're gonna build gladiators, acclimators, anti-fighter carriers, everything we can to stop them. And I think that's what's gonna be the rest of this episode and the bit of next. So this was probably a very edited episode. I've been playing for about an hour and a half now, trying to like micromanage and test out different strategies. Hasn't worked out as well as I would have liked. You know, ISDs just have so much health. I really do like using them. We just got new territory. Look at that. I bet we claimed the northern section. We did. And we got whatever little fleet they've actually have under there. Let's go ahead and upgrade your fleet, and we'll move it to the south. So yeah, we got a new territory. Look at that. We're gonna go ahead and make this its own sector, or we may actually have a sector over here ready to go. Now, all of this is not our problem anymore, and we're back to a controllable number of systems. So, close that. Good. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build up the fleet. We're gonna get it ready for the biggest fight. We're just gonna have to hope we can fight off one of those fleets. They've got two 200K fleets, actually over 200K. What do you guys think? If we lose the main fleet, do you think we should call the battle there? Call this campaign there? Let me know in the comments below. We'll see how it goes though. So I will see you guys in the next episode, and I look forward to seeing what your comments say. Also, question for you guys. Should we change the fleets? Because we're not worried about moving anymore. No more jump drives. Should we drop the jump drives and take on our best warp drives and then combine the fleet so we have all of the fighters that we have as part of the fleet? Because I know the way this works, it's better to have everybody clumped into one fleet than separate fleets. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. All right, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Later, everybody.